Bajahure manna Shinanda Nandana Abhaya Charana Ravindare 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 Durlava Manava Janama Satsanye Durlava Manava Janama Satsanye Durlava Manava Janama Satsanye Durlava Manava Janama Satsanye Dorae Baba Sindhure Dorae Baba Sindhure Dorae Baba Sindhure Dorae Baba Sindhure Sita Yatra Vatavaishana Edina Yamini Jagire 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 Vivane Sevano Vivana Durjana Vivane Sevano Vivana Durjana Vivane Sevano Vivana Durjana Vivane Sevano Vivana Durjana Chapala Sukala Vadagire Chapala Sukala Vadagire Chapala Sukala Vadagire Chapala Sukala Vadagire Vedana Jovana Putra Parijana Deke Ache Paratitire 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 Kamala Jala Jala Jivana Tagamala 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 Bajahuna Jivadani Kire Bajahuna Jivadani Kire Bajahuna Jivadani Kire Bajahuna Jivadani Kire Javana Kirtana Smarana Vandana Padasena Dasyare 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 Pujana Saki Janatma Nivedana Pujana Saki Janatma Nivedana janatma nivedana Pujana janatma nivedana Govinda dasa vinasare Govinda dasa vinasare Govinda dasa vinasare
Rupa manjari pada se mora sampada 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 se bhajana pujana se bhajana pujana se bhajana pujana se bhajana pujana se mora pranadhana se mora varana se mora pranadhana se mora varana se mora pranadhana se mora varana se mora pranadhana se mora se ma jivane divana se ma se mora rasaniti se mora vancha siddhi se mora rasaniti se mora vancha siddhi se ma vedera dharama se ma vedera se brata se tapa se mora mantra japa se mora se tapa se mora mantra japa se ma dharma karama se ma anukula deviti se pade hoibe siddhi anukula deviti se pade hoibe siddhi nirakiva e dunayane nirakiva e dunayane Rupa madhuri rachi pranakovalaya shashi Rupa madhuri rachi pranakovalaya shashi prapulika have shirine prapulika Duadasanati Varale jaralo dehi Duadasanati
Viradina Satita Jivana
Maharupa Karadaya Dehamare Padachaya Maharupa Karadaya Dehamare Padachaya Maharupa Naratana Laya Sharana Maharupa Karadaya Dehamare Padachaya Maharupa Karadaya Dehamare Padachaya Naratama Laya Sharana Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama
at a very, very special sacred place. We have arrived at Sri Ter-kadamba. This small building here is the Bhajan Kutir of Srila Rupa Goswami. The song we were singing is Sri Rupa Manjari Pada, which is dedicated to Rupa Goswami in his Vrndavan form as Rupa Manjari. So now, we came from Yavat, which is where Radharani was living when she was married. A little further on is Nandagram, where Krishna was living at that time. We're about 2/3 or 3/4 of the way to Nandagram from Yavat. So, Srimati Radharani and Lord Krishna meet here every morning after breakfast. One time, the great sage Durvasa Muni was wandering around this area of Vrajmandala. It was very hot and dry. Not like today. Today is almost ideal conditions for parikrama. He was very hot and hungry and thirsty. And you know that Durvasa Muni, he is very irritable. He gets disturbed very easily. So he was so hungry and he was thinking, I need to eat now. Who should he see but Srimati Radharani and the gopis? He asked them, my dear girls, please give me something to eat. So they were not so far from their places, and they said, okay, just wait a little while, we'll be back in 15 minutes or so. We will bring you a big feast. Durvasa Muni said, I need something now. They knew this is Durvasa Muni. They knew we must do this, otherwise there can be big trouble. He may curse us. Just like we heard at Varshana, at Krishna Kund. They were afraid they would be cursed to become, each one of them would become the 99th wife of some old man. So what to do? How to feed Durvasa Muni now? So Srimati Radharani, she picked up some dust from the ground. We were walking through the dust, wasn't it nice? Yes. So nice. She picked up some of the same dust. And she had a little bottle of Yamuna water. She mixed it with the dust. And then she started making little mud biscuits. So she made a few. She offered one to Devasa Muni. Devasa Muni thought, what? They want me to eat mud? But one of the gopis said, try it. She's very good. Whatever she makes, it's very nice. So he was so hungry, he thought, all right, what can I do? He took a little nibble, little bite, and he found it tasted like nectar. It was amazing. He ate the whole thing. Then he said, can I have another one? So he ate, and more, and more, and more, until he was full. And he was so pleased with Srimati Radharani. He said, I bless you that whatever you cook will taste like nectar. And whoever eats your cooking will never become ill. So these are two blessings of Devasa Muni on Srimati Radharani. This happened near here. And when Mother Yashoda heard that Radharani was blessed in that way, she thought, Radharani must cook for my Lala, my Krishna, every day. And she is the queen of Vrndavan, Mother Yashoda, the wife of Nanda Maharaj. So it was arranged. And every day in the morning, early in the morning, Radharani and the gopis walk from Yavat to Nandagram. They take the same road we took. This is a very sacred path. Then she cooks breakfast. Krishna has his breakfast. They have his remnants. And then they walk back. And then again in the afternoon, they come back again. She cooks again. Krishna has his evening meal. And then they walk back. So twice a day Srimati Radharani is walking on this path. So you see, it's not a long way, is it? Not a long way. There's a nice description by Srila Sanatana Goswami. In Nandagram, Radharani and the gopis had arrived from Yavat. They prepared many nice preparations. Srimati Radharani is such an expert cook. She never cooks anything twice. Thousands, millions of preparations. So that night she cooked one. She made, among other things, she made one special laddu. It is called Manohar laddu. Mana means the mind. Hara means to steal away. That is the nature of that laddu. Steals the mind with its sweet taste. So Krishna was served the laddu. Big round laddu. Krishna picked it up. He looked at it. Inspection from different sides. He took one bite. He spat it out. Ah, this is horrible. Srimati Radharani was looking from around the corner, just over there. Oh, there it is. Wait, pass it.
Manohara.
Manohara. Here it is. And Radharani and the gopis, they're hiding just around the corner. They were shocked. Oh no! Radharani was thinking, did I put salt instead of sugar? And Krishna tossed it to Sarup. Sarup is the Vrndavan form of Gopakumar. Gopakumar is the hero in Brihad Bhagavatamrita. You find the story there. So Sarup, he had just come back to Goloka Vrindavan that day. He had just landed, not on Indian Airlines or Aeroflot or even South African Airways. He had come back home, back to Godhead that very day. So suddenly he gets this laddu in his hand, and there's Krishna just going like, it's horrible. So he thought, why did he throw this to me? Then he thought, well, it's prasad. If it's prasad, it's prasad. We must take it, whether it seems nice or not. So, Gopakumar, he took a little bit. And he found, oh, it tastes like nectar. He had never tasted anything like that before. So he was wondering, why? Why did Krishna think it tasted bad? But then he understood. This is just a little joking exchange between Radha and Krishna. So here. So then, after breakfast, well, that was in the evening that happened. But after breakfast, Radharani walks back. This is right on the route back. And Krishna, because the gopis, they eat after Krishna. And Krishna goes out herding the cows. So then, a little later, Radharani and the gopis walk back. At that time, Krishna is out, somewhere out here with the cowherd boys. Somewhere in the fields we were walking through. At a certain point, Krishna looks at his watch. And he tells the cowherd boys, just hold on, boys, don't go away. I'll be back shortly. And Krishna comes here and meets Srimati Radharani. And the cowherd boys, some of them assist in those meetings. Some of the older ones, they understand about the conjugal rasa. Some of the other boys, younger boys, they're tough guys. You understand? They're rough, tough boys. They want to play wrestling and hide and seek and whatever, some boys' games. Then they see Krishna leaving. He's coming here. And they ask, where's he going? Where's he going? And one of the older cowherd boys says, he's coming to Ter-kadamba. He's going to meet Radharani and the gopis and have some pastimes with them. And the cowherd boys think, what? Why is he doing that? What's he going to go and meet a whole bunch of girls for? Girls. You can't have fun with girls. They can't even fight. They can't fight. You hit them, they cry. They don't hit you back. What's the use of girls? He should have stayed with us, boys. We would have had some good fun. So they meet here. Then when Radharani is cooking in the evening, Krishna comes here to Ter-kadamba. He climbs into the kadamba tree. There used to be a picture here somewhere. Anyway. And he plays his flute. And he calls the cows through the flute. Yes. And different groups of cows. They're the white cows, the brown cows, the black cows, the white and black cows. There are red cows. There are cows with faces like mridangas. He calls them all in different ways with his flute. And they all come. And when he plays their particular chord to call them, then they moo in response. Prabhupada explains this for the cows. This is Sankirtan. Here's Krishna. He's calling the cows, you see. And the cows come. This is in the evening, late afternoon, just as the sun is setting around that time. And then they go back to Nandagram to have dinner, pastimes. So these things happen here at Ter-kadamba. Then, so many things happen, of course, so many things. These are just a few things. So, then, Srila Rupa Goswami, look, here come the cows. The cowherd boy is bringing the cows. Up, Gopa, hey. This is a very nice devotee. His name is Rishikesh Maharaj. As you can see, he's looking after the place and developing it very beautifully. So Srila Rupa Goswami, he came and he stayed here for some years. He also stayed where Radha Damodar temple is. There are different places you go around, you'll find some bhajan kutias. But this is one of the very favorite places of Srila Rupa Goswami. Here he wrote some of his main literatures, like Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Lalita, at least part of Ujjvala, Padjavali. And Lalita Madhava, Vidagdha Madhava, these are very, very sacred books of Srila Rupa Goswami written here. And they're very beautiful descriptions in Bhakti Ratnakara. Rupa Goswami would be sitting under the trees, Kadamba trees. He'd be sitting writing, and some inspiration would come. He would write something about some separation of Radha and Krishna. And as his heart went deep into that mood of separation, tears would come from his eyes. And all the trees around the kund, there's a kund back here, all the trees around, all their flowers and leaves would fall down like they were crying in sympathy with Rupa Goswami. So then he would write, and then some other inspiration would come. He would write now about Radha and Krishna meeting together and become very jolly, very happy, very joyful. And then immediately, the same trees, the flowers would immediately appear. The leaves would immediately appear. They would also enter into that same mood. Also, it's described many things, but one time Rupa Goswami was sitting with some devotees here having a discussion, and the subject turned to separation of Radha and Krishna. And Rupa Goswami became so overwhelmed in separation that he was breathing very heavily, and he was in the blazing fire of separation. He turned in the direction of one devotee and he breathed on that devotee. That devotee's where he had breathed, that devotee's arm immediately came up in blisters from the heat. This is really the blazing fire of separation. Heat blisters, you understand? Like if you get burnt, the bubbles come. This is described also in Bhakti Ratnakara. And on the altar inside in the Samadhi, there's very nice painting. You may recognize that painting. It is taken from one painting in one of our BBT books, Nectar of Instruction. There's Rupa Goswami sitting under the Kadamba tree, and one young girl is coming. Swarup Damodar Prabhu? That's correct, yeah? Girl is there. Yeah. Yeah, one young girl is coming carrying some pots. Rupa Goswami is sitting writing. And it was the birthday of Srila Sanatan Goswami. He was living by Pavan-sarovara. We will be going there in a little while, just by Nandagram. It was his birthday. Rupa Goswami is his younger brother. He is like his disciple. He wanted to make something nice to offer to his spiritual master on his Vyasa Puja day. But he's living here in the forest with nothing. So what to do? But then this girl came with these pots. He had been thinking, I would like to offer some sweet rice, but it is impossible. But then this girl came, and she said, here, take this. Bang! She put the pots in his hand. He looked. Oh, it's sweet rice. She said, there was a wedding in the village. This was left over. My mother told me, come into the forest, find some baba, just give it to him. So here, you take it. Bang. He's looking at it. Wow, that's amazing. Then he thought, oh, I'd better thank her. He lifted his head up to thank her. She was gone. Anyway, he didn't think. Oh. Oh. Dhanyavad, Lali. Devushka. Dhanyavad. Oh, Dhanyavad. Okay, so just hold this. So they thought, well, all right, let me go. Somehow, Krishna's mercy. So he went there. He gave it to Sanatana Goswami. And Sanatana Goswami took some. Immediately tears started coming from his eyes. He said, where did you get this from? And Rupa Goswami said, well, there was some girl, she came. She said there was a wedding in the village, and this was left over. And Sanatana Goswami said, I tasted the remnants of Lord Jagannath. I tasted the remnants of Lord Chaitanya himself. But I never tasted anything like this before. He said, there was no wedding in the village. That was Srimati Radharani. You have engaged Srimati Radharani in my service. This is very bad. And he started crying. Then he said to Rupa Goswami, well, pass me some more sweet rice. So the two of them, they had the sweet rice there. As they're taking the sweet rice, thinking of this mercy, their tears were dripping into the sweet rice. These are the pastimes in this place. So now, Srimati Radharani's Sakhi has brought some of the sweet rice and some more, so much prasad of different types. Plus we have the Manohar Laddu also. So we will now distribute these items. You can also have darshan, of course, of Srila Rupa Goswami's Samadhi. Here is the nice kund. You can even go around the kund. On the other side, then there's another kund on the other side for the bathing the animals. In between there's a path. You can walk around this kund and you'll see some kadamba trees. they're growing some kadamba trees. These are some of the pastimes here at Ter-kadamba. But don't forget, you won't forget, will you, to get some sweet rice prasad and other prasad. Okay. And Rishikesh Maharaj would like to address us first.
जय जय श्री राधा रानी के जय, श्री रूप गोस्वामी प्रभु के जय। शिला कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी महाराज सेठ अद्यापिओ से लीला करे कृष्ण राय कोई कोई भगवान देखिबारे पाए। मीन्स नाउ एवरी डे Krishna Balaram with his boyfriend and 9 lakhs cow came here early morning and Gocharan Lila. After the day of middle place 12 p.m. very hungry and Krishna with his mobiles means Bansuri as like mobiles. Krishna called the gopis. Krishna called the gopis with his mobile. I am very hungry. I am very hungry.
Very hungry.
Very poor English.
We understand. Thank you.
Gopi, all gopis come here. And many types of foods. Prasadam, laddu, barfi, kachuri, rabdi, jalebi, mat, atho, doodh, and said, हिंदी छुपाई है, जब तुम तेरे तब हम आई मधुर बुलंद परवारी. Means, किसने कल, you कल, may come here, or you take prasadam. इसलिए this place name Ter-kadamba. This place reservation dibba, no general. Reservation dibba. Now Krishna called the flute all devotees and Maharaj. At 6 p.m. Krishna called the cows with his flute, all cows. Kadam char kan bulawat gaya as like sin. Kari means black cloud. Dhuri means white cloud. Dhumar, ab ghar ko de bhag daya. Come back on home. Maharaj said, back to God and back to head. Krishna with his mobile, all cows, back to home. All cows very enjoy. And humbo, humbo, humbo. May come here, come on, come on, come on, come on. Name Ter-kadamba. Ter means skull. Radharani every day early morning came here and own hand make sweet rice for Rup Sanatan. This place ATM all time money. 24 hours open. You are welcome again and again. All balance, no see the balance. No see the balance. You are welcome and Viddal Bhakti. Viddal Bhakti, Bhakti. Sabanam, Kirtanam, Visnesvaranam, Padu Sevanam, Archanam, Bandhanam, Dasa Admadi Nidhanam. In Navada Bhakti, you are always welcome and Viddal Bhakti. Coming 18 November, 1 and 8 November, annual festival. First day of Gocharan Lila. Name Gopastami. Sunday, 18, 1 and 8 November. Coming Gopastami annual festival. You are welcome and enjoy love. जय श्री राधे, जय श्री राधे, जय श्री राधे। निताय गौर हरि बोल, निताय गौर हरि बोल। वंशा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
Dhanyavad, बहुत धन्यवाद। Asesavana. This is a place of Lord Shiva. Shortly, well next, we are going up to the main temple at Nandagram. There you will see Krishna and Balaram, Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj. One day Lord Shiva came to get the darshan of Mother Yashoda's Lala. Young Krishna, young boy. He knocked on the door. Mother Yashoda opened the door. And there's this wild-looking man. Long hair, snake around his neck, scorpions crawling over his arms, the dust of cremated bodies all over his body, a fountain of water pouring out of his head. Oh, this is very extraordinary. And he said, I want to see your Lala. Lala means young boy. I want to see your Lala. Mother Yashoda thought, what? You see my Lala? If my Lala sees you, he will be frightened. He will cry. So she gave him one roti, whack, take a roti, and told him, take your roti and go. So Lord Shiva was not happy. But what could he do? He left. So he's walking away, walking down the hill. Suddenly Krishna started crying and crying. He had wanted to see his great devotee, Lord Shiva. So he was crying uncontrollably. And Mother Yashoda, she thought, oh, it's that sadhu. She thought it was some sadhu. She called him back. Hey, you, come back, come back. He came back. As soon as Krishna saw Lord Shiva, he stopped crying. Then Lord Shiva left again. Immediately Krishna started crying and crying. Mother Yashoda called him back. Hey, sadhu, hey, you, come back. Immediately Krishna stopped crying. Then Lord Shiva said, look, you know, I have to go. I have things to do. So he left, and Krishna just cried and cried and cried and cried. And Mother Yashoda called all her girlfriends from around Nandagram. What do you think is the problem? What can I do? He will not stop crying. They said, that sadhu, he has put the evil eye on your Lala. Najar. Is that what they call it? Najar. The evil eye. You got to get that sadhu back and somehow please him. So they looked around. Finally they found Lord Shiva here, on the banks of the Kund here, in Asesavana. And Mother Yashoda begged him, please come back, please. He came back. He said, look, you know, we cannot go on like this. Mother Yashoda said, but you have to stay here. Otherwise my Lala he'll just continue crying. You have to stay. That's it. Now you live here with us. And Lord Shiva said, I cannot. But what I will do, I will expand. And I will stay here. On two conditions. One is that after you bathe Krishna in the morning, I must be the first one to get the bathing water, Charanamrita, on my head. Second is, after Krishna has his lunch in the middle of the day, I want to be the first one to get the remnants. So Mother Yashoda said, yes, 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 no problem. So when we go up there, we will see on the side is little Shiva temple, Nandishvara Shiva. And every day in the morning they take the bathing water to him. Lunchtime just coming up now, he gets the first Mahaprasad. So all this happened here at Asesavana. Lord Shiva is Asha Isha, the master, the lord of those who have desires. Asha means desire, and he's the Isha, he's the Lord. So if you have some desire, you can make it here, but make sure it's Krishna conscious. No praying for new BMW. No prayer for new Mercedes-Benz. Actually, Lord Shiva is called Ashutosh. Asha means desire. Tosh means he satisfies people's desires very quickly. Lord Shiva, you see pictures, he is sitting cross-legged with his mala, eyes closed, chanting. He's chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. He's very happy chanting the glories of the Lord. He becomes absorbed and he's relishing great ecstasy. But then along comes some materialistic worshipper knocking on Lord Shiva's door. Give me a house and a car and a color TV. Om Jai Jagadisha Hare. New BMW, new wife, new job, better health. Give me all these things. And Lord Shiva immediately says, yeah, just take it and go. It is not that Lord Shiva is thinking that I am so happy people are coming to me. I like to fulfill their material desires. No, he is thinking, this rascal wants some nonsense material enjoyment. Let me just give it to him as quickly as possible. Then he will leave me alone and I can continue chanting. That's all. He wants to chant the holy names. This is why he easily fulfills desires. Not because he likes giving people these things. So that happened here in Asesavana. You can take some water on your head. There's a deity of Lord Shiva in the temple. You can have very quick darshan. We will leave in 2 to 3 minutes because we want to have darshan in Nandagram. Shri Asesavana Dham ki, Shri Asesa Mahadev ki, Shri Nandagram Dham ki, Shri Shri Krishna Balaram ki.
кто хочет здесь купаться?
Who has the equipment, necessary equipment?
У кого оснащение для этого есть с собой?
Flippers, mask. Okay, they've got.
Пласты, очки водные.
Okay, look, if anyone would really like to, you can.
Если хотите, то можно.
Let us just explain here first.
Но сначала объясним, что здесь есть.
This is Pavan-sarovara.
Это Павана-Саровара.
One time Krishna saw Mother Yashoda cooking all different types of little snacks.
Однажды Кришна увидела, как мать Ешода готовит разные приготовления.
Many pakoras, samosas, kachoris, and so on.
Макоры, самосы, качори и так далее.
And Krishna asked, "Oh, Mata, is this for me?"
И Кришна спросил: «О, матушка, это ведь для меня, правда?»
And Mother Yashoda said, "No, no, this is for your father Nanda Maharaj."
И мать Ешода ответила: «Ну, конечно, нет. Это для твоего отца Нанда Махараджа».
Krishna asked Nanda Maharaj, "Why you need all this?"
И Кришна спросил Нанда Махараджа: «Зачем это тебе все?»
Nanda Maharaj said, "I am going on pilgrimage to Prayag."
И Нанда Махарадж ответил: «Я собираюсь в паломничество в Праягу».
And Krishna was not very happy that Nanda Maharaj was leaving Vrndavan.
И Кришна не очень был доволен, что Нанда Махарадж уходит из Вриндавана.
And Nanda Maharaj said, "All year I'm doing so many material activities."
И Нанда Махарадж говорит сыну: «Весь год я столько многим материальной деятельностью занимаюсь.
I'm incurring so much karma.
Столько кармы я набираю.
So I want to go there to Prayag, to the confluence of the Ganges, Yamuna and Saraswati.
Поэтому я хочу отправиться в Праягу, слияние рек Ганги, Ямуны и Сарасвати.
And take bath there and get freed from all my karma."
И там омыться, чтобы избавиться от всей своей кармы».
Nanda Maharaj said, "Okay, before I leave, come down to Pavan-sarovara, we'll take bath together." Nanda Maharaj said to Krishna.
Нанда Махарадж Кришне говорит: «Ну ладно, перед тем, как я уйду, пойдем в Паван-саровар, там мы совершим омовение».
So they came down, Nanda Maharaj was carrying his bag of snacks.
И они пошли сюда, и Нанда Махарадж нес свою сумку со всей этой едой.
Krishna pulled his hand.
Кришна за рукав его потянул.
"Pita, Pita, give me one samosa, Pita."
«Пита, Пита, ну давай мне самоску».
Nanda Maharaj said, no, I need everything. I'm going on long trip.
И Нанда Махарадж сказал: «Нет, не могу. У меня ждет долгая дорога, мне понадобится все».
They came down here. They're about to take their bath.
И они пришли сюда, уже собирались омываться.
Then over on this side, they saw one big man.
И по этой стороне слева они увидели большого человека там.
He was roaring with laughter.
Он там смеялся весь.
And he dived into Pavan-sarovara.
И окунулся в Паван-саровар.
And he came out and rolled in the dust.
И вышел из воды и начал кататься в пыли.
And then dived in again.
И опять нырнул в Паван-саровар.
Krishna asked Nanda Maharaj, "Pita, who's that, Pita?"
И Кришна спросил: «Пита, слушай, а кто это такой за человек?»
Oh, Nanda Maharaj didn't know, so they went over and spoke to him.
И Нанда Махарадж не знал, поэтому отправились к нему спросить его самого.
"What is your good name, sir?"
«Дорогой сэр, как ваше имя?»
The man said, "My name is Prayagraj."
И он ответил: «Мое имя Праяградж».
Nanda Maharaj said, "What sort of name is that?"
И Нанда Махарадж спросил: «А имя-то, что это за имя у тебя?»
Prayagraj said, "I am the presiding deity of that holy place."
И он сказал, что я преобладающее божество этого святого места Праяги.
And Nanda Maharaj said, "But what are you doing here in Vrndavan?"
Но Нанда Махарадж спросил: «А что ты тут делаешь во Вриндаване?»
Incidentally, it was Akshaya Tritiya. There's a day in May.
Акшатри Трития — это был день в мае месяце.
Very auspicious day.
Очень благоприятный день.
So Prayagraj said, all year people come and bathe in my waters.
И Праяградж сказал, целый год люди приходят и омываются в моих водах.
And they leave all their sins on me.
И все грехи оставляют на меня.
So one day a year on Akshaya Tritiya, I come here to Pavan-sarovara.
И один день в году, Акшая Трития день, я прихожу сюда на Паван-саровар.
And I bathe in Pavan-sarovara and become freed of all those sins.
И омываюсь здесь и освобождаюсь от всех грехов.
Nanaraj said, "Oh, I see."
И Нанда Махарадж сказал, ага, ну да, понял.
And then Prayagraj pointed around the lake, said, "Look, you see so many people."
И Праяг Махарадж указал на озеро и сказал, видишь, сколько здесь людей вокруг?
There are the big, opulent-looking people.
Они большие, знаменитые, богатые люди.
He said, "You see that woman over there? She is Mother Ganga.
И видишь там женщину в этой стороне, это мать Ганга.
You see that other woman on that side? She is the river Kaveri.
А с той стороны женщина там купается, река Кавери.
You see the man with the white hair?
Видишь человека белыми волосами.
He is Badrik Ashram.
Он Баддиракашрам.
These are the personalities of all the holy places.
Это же воплощение всех святых мест.
We all come here on Akshaya Tritiya to Pavan-sarovara.
И все мы собираемся в Акшае Трития день, чтобы омыться в Паван-сароваре.
And we take bath and we get freed from all the sins left on us by all the pilgrims.
И мы купаемся здесь, чтобы здесь оставить все свои грехи, оставленные паломниками в наших водах.
So Nandaraj took Krishna by the hand.
И Нанда Махарадж взял Кришну за руку
Said, "Come with me, we are going home."
и сказал, дорогой сын, мы пошли домой.
Krishna said, Peter, when are you leaving for Prayag, Peter?
И Кришна сказал Пита, ну Пита, а в Праяг когда ты туда отправишься?
Nandaraj said, "I'm not going."
Нанда Махарадж сказал, я передумал.
Krishna said, "Peter, why Peter? Why?"
Пита, а почему же? Почему передумал?
Nandaraj said, "I changed my mind.
Нанда Махарадж сказал, ну передумал и все, просто.
I'll just take bath in Pavan-sarovara."
Омою здесь, в Паван-сароваре.
So they're climbing up the hill to Nandagram.
И они обратно возвращаются по холму вверх Нандаграм.
Krishna pulled on Nanda Maharaj's hand.
И Кришна схватил за руку Нанда Махараджа, потянул.
Peter, give me one samosa, Peter, just one samosa.
Папа, Пита, ну дай же мне самосу, хоть один.
Nanda Maharaj looked at the bag of samosas and things.
Нанда Махарадж посмотрел на самосы, на сумку
He just gave the whole bag to Krishna.
и сказал Кришне, бери весь мешок.
Said, "I don't need these, you can have this now."
Они мне не понадобятся, можешь все съесть сам.
So you see, Vrndavan Dham is the topmost of all sacred places.
Поэтому, видите, Vrndavan самое возвышенное место среди святых мест.
And the holy name of Krishna is the topmost of all holy names.
А святое имя Кришны самое высшее среди святых имен.
And the process of devotional service is the topmost spiritual process.
А процесс преданного служения самый высший среди всех духовных процессов.
We don't need anything other than Krishna consciousness.
И нам ничего больше не надо, кроме как сознание Кришны.
Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai. Shri Pavan-sarovara ki. Jai. Shri Vrndavan Dham ki. Jai. Shri Krishna Balaram ki. Jai. Shri Pavan-sarovara ki. Jai.
Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaja. Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Krishna
Kirtan karo.
The flower is here. Hala?
No, that's muscle. Huh? Flowers down here. Yeah, how?
Reset I did, reset. What exception we are now? What exception
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Jaya Krishna, Jaya Krishna.
Oh, Ji Maharaj ki. So nowadays, this particular village is known as Shergar. But the original name of this place is Khelanvan. Anybody knows the meaning? Khel. Oh, you all know, most of you. Khel means play. So here, Krishna and Balaram and all the cowherd boys used to come and play. In fact, you may not have noticed when we were entering the village, there was a school on the left side, Khelanvan Inter-College. They named it, instead of Shergar Inter-College, it's Khelanvan Inter-College. Because this is a very special place. We're just on the bank of the Jamuna. If you go upstairs, there's a little stairway there, you can see Because I don't know, now there's new construction, but sometimes we can see all the way to Jamuna from here. Now, not far from here, we're going to go is a place called Ramghat. We know when we sing Jai Radhe Jai Krishna. Jaya Rama Gata Jaya Rohini Nandan. So Rohini Nandan is Balaram. Now my friend here, who runs this temple, his name is Dayal. Because older brother we call Tao or Dao. Therefore Balaram, he's the older brother, so we call him Daoji. And our pujari's name is Dayal, very merciful Daoji. Now about 500 years ago, one of his ancestors got a dream. Because we're right on the bank of the Jamuna. Now you probably don't know what happens. You give your cloth to the dopey, you don't know what happens after that. But they take it down to the Jamuna, and there's big flat stones. And they get it nice and wet in the water of the Jamuna, and then they go pat, pat, pat on top of those stones. So in dream, this pujari's ancestors, Balaram came in their dream. He said, I'm there on the bank of the Jamuna, because when the Muslims attacked, somebody just threw me in the Jamuna to protect me. And you see, most of the old ancient deities, they're not three-dimensional like our modern deities. They're sort of in a very, very heavy bas-relief. I don't know how I'm going to translate that in Hindi, but anyway. Bas-relief. So, I'm lying face down and just that big flat stone is there, visible, and the dobbies are smashing their cloth against that. The farmers are coming and taking their plows and sharpening their plows there. In the morning you go down the Jamuna and you'll see this big black stone. You please carefully get it out from the sand. So the pujari's ancestors, they went down there to the Jamuna early in the morning. They saw this big black stone that everybody was pat, pat, pat. And they told all the villagers to stop. And they got everybody together and very carefully they dug and they pulled out that stone, and you see this most amazing deity of Balaram. Hardly ever I've seen so beautiful deity of Daoji. Bolo Sri Daoji Maharaja ki! That's why, though it's a little difficult, we always come here to see this place. The actual place of Daoji is at Ramghat, but we come here just to see this wonderful Daoji. Only one I've seen more amazing than him. There's a place over by Bulandshahr called Kurja, and they have the most astounding Daoji deity there I've ever seen. One of our life members' houses. But this one is very, very incredible. And you see, if you look closely on the back, you'll see on one side is his plow, hal. Daoji's always carrying a hal, therefore he got the name Haladar. Haladar. Now in English we don't have proper words, so we say club. And sometimes I've seen Krishna Balaram temples and they have Daoji with a big Hanuman club. Though he knows how to, he taught Duryodhana, he knows how to fight with that, but that's not his actual weapon. Actually, he has a mushal. So you can see here in his, in his right hand he's holding his mushal above his head. And you can tell, you're confused why Daoji's black, because we know Balaram's white. But you can see there's this Ananta Shesh behind his head, So we know that it's Dauji, Balaram. And devotees always ask, well, why is black? And I always ask, why is Radha Rasbihari in Bombay, why is he white? Why is Radha Gokulananda in London, in Bhaktivedanta Manor, why is he white? He's carved from white marble. Now all of the old ancient deities you'll ever see, they're carved from this very nice black granite. Just like, how many have been on Navadip Mandal Prakrama? You went to Nrsimhapali, huh?
Yes.
Nrsimhadev deity is? Black. Anybody ever saw Black Lion? We never saw him. Well, he's black because he's all the old ancient deities are carved from this nice black stone. But you can tell it's Balaram. He's got his Anantashesh behind his head, and he's got his plow on his left side. You'll see the plow there, and his right he's holding mushal. Now, what is mushal? Because we don't have word for it in English, because we don't have things like this. And now, in Krishna Balaram Mandir, Bhakti Vishramba Madhav Maharaj, he melted down our old Hanuman club and made a nice, beautiful silver mushal. It's got a little place toward the top where it's indented, you know, you can put your hand. And then it comes down, and the bottom part is very big and round and heavy. And they make an indentation in the ground, and they cover that indentation with mud and make it nice and hard. Then they put all the rice, just like now we're going through the rice fields, you see them all harvesting the rice nowadays. And you put the rice in there, and with that mushal you go bam, 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 bam. So what happens is all the husk breaks off. But sometimes now in the winter, you see the plowed fields, they're going to plant winter wheat. And the wheat, when it's growing, you know, you pull it out of it's very easy to get out of its husk, you know, and you chew on it, it's so sweet. So one time on Braj Vikram, I tried the same thing with the rice, but it's got very tight husk around it. So I thought I'll just crack it, you know, with my teeth. But the husk has got little hooks, like little barbs, and they only go one direction. And I got those things stuck in my throat, and they want to. The barbs are pulling them down, and I'm trying to get them out. So you don't want to do that. So with the mushal, you break off that husk, and then you get the rice, which is the essence, the thing we really want. And that husk, that is a useless thing. Anart. Huh? So like you know from Bhagavad Gita, arta arti, who wants money? Huh? Money is a very useful thing. Huh? Art. Huh? Anart, useless. So Dauji, he is the Adi Guru, no? And what is Guru's business? To get rid of our anarts. Therefore, Dauji's weapon is a mushal, you know, for smashing all of our anarts, so that we can get to the essence, get that bhakti lata bij. We don't want this other useless stuff. Therefore, that is actually Dauji's weapon, not a big Hanuman club, but this mushal. Another very, very wonderful pastime took place here. Because we know that one time Akrura came and took Krishna off to Mathura. Then Radharani and the gopis, they just went mad. And Radharani was running all over Braj. Where's Shyam Sundar? Where's my Prananath? Oh Shyam, where are you? She was just running. She became so crazy. She was just asking the trees and the creepers, have you seen my Shyam run this way? She was asking the stones. She thought maybe he's on Govardhan Hill. She ran there to Govardhan Hill. She didn't see him in any of their favorite places. She said, oh Govardhan, you're very high. Can you see my Shyam anywhere? Do you see my beloved, my beloved, Prana beloved anywhere? Huh? Then she said, maybe he's playing with the cowherd boys at Khelanvan. So she came here to Khelanvan. And she came to the bank of the Jamuna. And there was beautiful blue lotuses in the Jamuna. And she thought, oh, there's Shyam, and she jumped into the Jamuna. And Lalita said, now she's going to drown. Lalita jumped in after her. Now later we'll tell how Jamuna is the daughter of the sun. So they jumped in the Jamuna, but they went all the way to the sun. And Radharani, she saw Surya Bhagwan, and everybody was trying to tell her, now be pacified, this is your Prananath. But Radharani could tell she didn't have any special feeling by seeing this Surya Bhagwan. You don't try to fool me. So this pastime, just nearby here on the bank of the Jamuna, this is where Radharani jumped into the Jamuna. And from there she takes, this is a whole long story, we don't have time today. But this is from either Vidagdha Madhav or Lalita Madhav, I can't remember which right now. But this is how she ends up in a special form in Dwarka. From there she goes to Dwarka. This is a whole long pastime.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Yeah. Why did you can remember? They like stories.
Not for today. So anyway, I just brought you here because I'm just fascinated by this beautiful Dauji deity. He's so beautiful. And our Pujari Dao Dayal, he's very friendly to us. He allows us, many places they don't allow us to take pictures. So he's allowing us to take pictures. And you hear that bird? This is called teacher in English, or in Hindi rather. In Sanskrit, Taitira. This is a Taitira partridge. You might know there's one Taittiriya Upanishad. It's named after this bird. And they run along the ground all day long. They don't fly much. They run along the ground. You'll see them. Then in the night they go up in the tree. Now in the morning they make this sound. I'm coming down, I'm coming down, I'm coming down. Nichiaro, Nichiaro, Nichiaro. So that he was making his sound there. So as we go back out, you'll see on the other side of the street there's a little tiny Madan Mohan temple. This little yellow building beside the mosque there. As we go out, you can just go take darshan of Madan Mohan, and we'll go back to the buses and we'll go to a very beautiful place of Ramghat, where we can sit very peacefully and talk for a long time. Oh, Sri Dauji Maharaj ki!